You don't have to shout to be powerful. You don't have to be loud to be seen. And you definitely don't need to change who you are to feel at home in this world. But if you've been quiet for so long that you've forgotten the sound of your own voice, this episode is your invitation to come back home to it. Because your presence already speaks volumes. You just need to remember how to trust it. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear will shift the way you see yourself and help you reclaim the quiet power that's been in you all along. Welcome, I'm so glad you're here. I'm Roy, and I offer daily insights to help you expand your awareness and lead you to a calmer, clearer and more aligned life. In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to move from feeling stuck to becoming naturally radiant, grounded and open, all without forcing you to be someone that you're not. Today we're going to explore why it's hard to speak up sometimes, and how your quiet is actually your power. And I'll guide you through a beautiful inner practice to help you reconnect with the parts of you that were waiting to be seen and loved. Here's my story. I used to walk into rooms and hope that no one would notice me. Not because I didn't have anything to say, but because I didn't know who I'd have to become just to belong. I thought being quiet meant I wasn't meant to lead, shine, or be heard. But I was wrong. So what changed? It wasn't confidence. It wasn't faking it until I made it. I tried that. It didn't work. It was one simple thing. I started doing inner work. Not to become extroverted, but to become more me. I started noticing the thoughts that were running in the background, the parts of me that said things like, "You're too quiet. You should have spoken up then. No one cares what you have to say. Just stay safe, stay small." But instead of trying to silence those parts, I listened to them. And when I listened, I realized that they weren't my enemies. They were just scared. They were trying to keep me safe, and when I gave them love, they stopped holding me back. You see, being introverted isn't a weakness, it's a gift, a quiet superpower. But here's the secret. That gift blossoms when we feel safe within ourselves. When you do the work on the inside, when you learn to sit with your thoughts, and hold space for your fears and speak gently to the parts of you that are still healing, something incredible happens. Your energy starts to change. You become naturally more open. Not because you're pushing yourself, but because you're grounded in your own truth. Now, I do need to be honest about something else too. Reaching out isn't always easy. For many of us, especially those of us who are more introverted a lot of the time, there's a quiet pain beneath the surface. The times we did reach out and no one came. The moments we asked for help and there was silence. The times we shared our truth and it was dismissed or misunderstood. And so, over time, we learned that it's safer to stay quiet. We started to believe that our needs were too much. That if we speak up, we'll be a burden. That asking for something means that we'll be let down yet again. But here's the truth I've been learning. Just because your needs weren't met before, it doesn't mean they aren't valid now. And just because your voice was ignored, it doesn't mean it's not worthy of being heard now. When we do the inner work, when we start to reparent those younger parts of us that felt rejected, we begin to build safety again, from the inside out. And from that place, speaking up becomes an act of love, not survival. Let me take you through a short but powerful practice right now, so that you can connect to the parts of you who haven't felt seen lately. Today we're going to notice and love these parts of us, so they feel safe and stand in their power and help us achieve everything we know we're capable of. So if you can find a comfortable space where you won't be disturbed, and gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for 3 seconds. and release slowly through your mouth. Good. Now imagine you're sitting in a quiet room with yourself, just you. And around you are different versions of you. The quiet child, the anxious teen, the part of you that always overthinks, and the part that just wants to be seen. One by one, look at each part. Don't judge them. Just notice. What are they feeling? What are they trying to protect you from? Now, say to each one, "Thank you for being here. I see you. I honor you. I love you." And take another breath, and just for a moment, feel what happens in your body when you love every part of who you are. And take a moment to bring your awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch if you feel cold. And gently open your eyes. Welcome back. How did that feel? Did you get any insights from those parts of you? Be sure to let me know in the comments. The practice you've just done is how the shift happens. Not by pretending, but by connecting, by loving all the pieces you thought you had to hide. And suddenly, you can walk into rooms differently. You don't need to be loud. Your presence speaks for you. You smile more. You attract deeper conversations. You begin to meet people who see you, not for how much you say, but for how deeply you feel. So if you've ever felt too quiet for this world, know this: you were never too quiet. You were just listening to something deeper. And your depth is your power. Take your time, do the inner work, and watch how the world begins to meet the real you. If this video spoke something deep inside, I'd love to invite you to explore more. There are other videos on this channel which are designed to help you reconnect with your true self, release old patterns, and step into the life that's waiting for you. Make sure to like this video if it helped you, and subscribe if you'd like more inner healing practices, soulful insights, and daily guidance to take you home to yourself. You are not alone in this, and your quiet power is more than enough.